And on the point of this vaccine, by the way, a lot of people don't want to get it. A lot of people don't want to get it, and I think they have perfectly good reason not to. And the White House, despite bragging about how everyone's getting it, and we're almost at 70%, 80%, 90%, they clearly are not hitting those numbers because the White House and the ruling class are enlisting pop culture figures to try to get young people to get vaccinated, including Olivia Rodrigo, someone I had never heard of until yesterday, who showed up to the White House press briefing to get your kids vaccinated.
I have a special guest with me today. Joining us in the briefing room is actress and multi-platinum recording singer-songwriter Olivia Rodrigo, who traversed red lights and stop signs to see us. If you know her music, you'll get that dad jokes there. And we just want to thank you for using your platform and your voice for elevating the important issue of young people getting vaccinated. She's here today to meet with the president and Dr. Fauci later this afternoon, but she agreed to come say a quick hello to all of you first. With that, I'll turn it over to you, Olivia.
Hi. First, I want to say I am beyond honored and humbled to be here today to help spread the message about the importance of youth vaccination. I'm in awe of the work President Biden and Dr. Fauci have done and was happy to help lend my support to this important initiative.
All right, Olivia Rodrigo says it's important for kids to get the vaccine. I guess it's true. Because you see, we've got to follow the science. We've got to listen to the experts. And that means that when a parent musician that I've never heard of tells you to do it, then you do it, right? That's how she's the expert. They are the experts. The ruling elite, not just the scientists, but the people in big business, the people in higher education, the people in the media, the people, they're all the experts, right? CNN, it's the expert. Pop singers, they're the experts too. This sort of thing used to work a lot better. I get why Biden is doing this, because Biden is 100 years old and he was coming up in politics during a time when there was more of a common culture. So if you could get the big movie star to come out and support your political cause, that was a really big deal. If you could get the big pop singer to come out, that was a really big deal. What has changed, though, is that the culture has fractured. Part of this was cultural because of the cultural revolutionaries of the 60s broke up our common culture. So part of this is the chickens coming home to roost for the left. Part of this is technological. There are no longer just 3 TV networks. It's a zillion TV networks, none of which anybody watches, a lot of internet channels, a lot of podcasts. So that's broken up too. Because of that practical aspect, I suspect this is not going to have a great effect. I mean, we talk about how difficult the political situation is right now on this show, but a glimmer of hope here is that the left is dealing with this double-edged sword. They upended the common culture during the 1960s and 70s, and they broke the political consensus and they made everything political. So now who washes the dishes is political. Your running shoes are political. Your chicken sandwiches are political. And everything is kind of divisive and everything makes a political statement. Okay. But the flip side of that is that now that they're trying to settle that culture back down along their own standards, people are still pretty divided up. There's still a lot of niche audiences out there. And I just don't think people are buying. I don't think Olivia Rodrigo is going to convince people to take an experimental drug just because of the strength of her records or whatever she sells. Yo, hey, you, stop right there. Before you click, don't click. You got to ring the bell. You got to subscribe. Then you will hopefully get the notifications, though sometimes big tech doesn't want our followers to get the notifications. You can watch this whole episode. It's called Save Us, Florida Man. You can also get it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher, MySpace, Xanga, LiveJournal, AOL Instant Messenger. You can also order my book, Speechless, Controlling Words, Controlling Minds. Thank you to everyone who made it a #1 national bestseller. We really appreciate that. We really appreciate the New York Times, too, for snubbing us and continuing to sell a lot of books for us. We really appreciate that. Thank you to all of you who have read. Leave a comment. We'll see you next time.